really down people and stuff like that and try to point fingers at what other people doing. I'm gonna point fingers at myself first, and that's what I did. But then when I said the George Bush comment, it just connected with people. You know, I feel like God is giving me everything I had, and I have to be willing to give it up for Him at any time. Anytime He calls upon me and says, Kanye, I need you, he's like, look, Kanye, this is what I'm going to give you, but you one of my soldiers, so I need you to do this at any time. The reason why God allowed me to have, Jeezy on the ad-libs is because He wants me to speak to people in certain ways. People don't realize Can't Tell Me Nothing is a prayer. These are spirituals. These is Negro spirituals. Like I'm one of the few storytellers, you know what I'm saying, that talk about shit that people going through. You can't get lyrics realer than mine. Cause my shit is gonna talk about exactly people's emotions and shit, and I don't have any outs. I don't have any level of you know what I'm saying, I could just go to a gun line or something. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna honor a gun line for me and shit. So that means I always have to talk about exactly some real emotional, I'm going through this type shit. You know, it makes it hard. Sometimes it takes longer when you can't just jump to I'm gonna grab the 9 in your rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, taking things another direction. You know what I'm saying? Being that you're so popular, you know what I'm saying? Being that you're doing it right now in the game, a lot of people have made different comments about you. You know what I'm saying? In particular, 50 Cent has said a few things about you. You know, he has some reactions and feelings to your Bush comment. You know what I'm saying? He's also said some other things about him being partially responsible for your success. You know, since that whole thing transpired, have you spoken with him? Are y'all cool? Have y'all ever worked together?
Yeah, I work with 50. I think 50 is definitely partially responsible for my success, or anybody's success after he sold, $1 million the first week. He definitely, that made an impact in the music game and shit. And that's one thing that, say like with Jay, which y'all got to honor about that man, is like he opened up a lot of doors where people was like, okay, I want to buy hip hop. Right now, people's mentality, the average consumer is like, I don't like hip hop. They're like, oh, I hate it, blah, blah, I don't want to buy it. So on this day, when me and 50 dropped, we opening the doors back up. People going to be selling more. It was a time, say, when Queens was just so hot. The rap game is just, it just ain't how it used to be. It was a time where it would be like Mobb Deep, Royal Flush, Capone and Noriega, like everybody was coming out joints month after month after month. It was a time when No Limit was dropping a record a week. Hip hop was flourishing like that. Now it's in a situation where it's like, yeah, you can still sell, but goddamn, you gotta be on a level of a T.I. or something in order to really do some numbers. And if you ain't like visible and in movies and on TV and shit like that, it's like you ain't finna do numbers. And you look at niggas' numbers with hits and shit on the radio, and niggas ain't even went gold yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Maybe it's back to where it started, because it was amazing when nigga went gold. Nigga used to stunt with their gold plaque. Like, when EPMD, Paris was like 30 days later, the LP went gold. And them niggas was stunned. They was sitting on an IROC. Like, now niggas need a Maybach.
Real talk, man. Yo, man, somebody else recently who had some comments about you was Beanie Siegel, man. He made some comments talking about you and Pharrell. And in those comments, he said that you were gay. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? And you know what I mean?
Man, I'm so glad that Beanie said that to give me the opportunity to talk about the shit, because, I go to the blogs and they be like, they say some shit like, yeah, Kanye a fag, or, Kanye's in the closet or something. And then, so it'll fuck with me, and I'll be asking my people, like, man, I need to talk about this. And he's like, man, don't talk about it, because you bring attention to it, and motherfuckers gonna think, oh, why you feeling such a way about it, da-da-da. So, but I feel a way just as a man, for you to put something on me that I'm not. And, it's like, what's the end to that? Saying the thing is, if I was gay, it could end. Because I could just be like, yo, hey, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But since I'm not gay, where the fuck does that end? You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be sitting up here calling me gay for the rest of my fucking life if I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't have a problem with gay people, but that's the whole thing. I done realized to expand my mind. I'm from the hood. I am homophobic and shit. I'm trying to get over the shit. That's what I'm explaining to people. I come from Chicago where niggas is just beating nigga ass for being gay. They used to do shit like, my boy, I ain't gonna say his name, but he used to do shit like, say you hear, like you be at college and you hear that it was like some gay dudes hanging out in a room or something. Niggas are just busting the door, hitting niggas over the head with TVs and shit. And it's like, For what? That's like some old shit that you see in the movies with some white people going to the black dorm or something like that, because it's discrimination at the end of the day. And hip-hop, you know, it's part of hip-hop swag, and like to say gay or whatever don't even particularly mean. In this case, the nigga try to say I was gay or something like that. That shit is disrespectful. Now, the whole thing is, I'm happy where I'm at in my life and shit. I like the freedom, because a certain second you do that tough guy shit, is a certain level of freedom that you don't have anymore, that I'm not gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? Because then I gotta have extra security and shit like that. So I'm not even gonna try to come and just, you know, because this is smack DVD and get on some hot shit and be coming at Beans like, oh yeah, you know, you know, I got money, so I'm gonna get my security up and shit. Man, that nigga Beans, that ain't no like studio rapper, man. I'm not beefing with Beans, man. That nigga don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, nigga, I'm not gay, nigga. Don't come at me on none of that shit. Don't fucking disrespect me. I respect where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? I respect Beans gangster. I'm not gangster, but I'm not gay either. Don't disrespect me as a fucking man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. No.
Do you know what it stems from? Did you, like, being that y'all are both kind of on the same label right now, like, you know what I mean, did y'all have a falling out that maybe he want to work with you and you didn't, you know, give him a track, or like, what do you think it came from? Like, why would he say something like that?
I think he said something like that because that outfit just looked crazy to niggas and shit. It's just like, and then I used to wear a bunch of shit that looked weird shit to niggas. I had the pink polos and the fucking the Louis loafers and shit. And I used to always feel like when I'd be playing beats for niggas, I was like, behind these niggas gotta be looking at me like I'm soft as hell with this shit, man. But I don't give a fuck because, man, this shit is fly. So, and I don't really think these niggas dress as good as me. So, you know, how I'm gonna let these niggas influence me? And plus, I got beats. So, you know, as long as I got the beats, they probably won't even say shit to me. So, you know, I'm just fucking, you know. That was my perspective when I used to walk into baseline with Italian shoes. I remember No ID looked at me one day like, nigga, you not fitting in. You not fitting in. You gotta like throw a jersey on or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I put a jersey on. So I did put a jersey on and shit. I had throwbacks. So I ain't gonna lie and shit for a couple years and shit. That's why if you read this shit about when I met my girl and shit, I said I had a jersey on and I.
Okay. Yeah, get it in, baby. Schmidt!